talking about the handlebar and the stuff that we have here, you have the eco and power modes here. Now when we talk about the eco and power modes, when you put the motorcycle in eco mode and ride it for 200 meters, the intelligent start stop system comes on by itself, and whenever you stop the motorcycle, it turns the engine off and you just have to ring the throttle to bring the engine back to life. In power mode you get better acceleration, and in eco mode you get better fuel efficiency. And in terms of power and acceleration, you can feel the difference very perceptibly when you switch modes. So it's not just a gimmick. This motorcycle comes with TVS's Eco Thrust fuel injection system, which is meant for all its commuter motorcycles, while the RTFI is meant for the race oriented motorcycles. So by virtue of the fuel injection and the mapping, the eco and the power mode can be switched on or off, and this is the only motorcycle in the segment which comes with the feature. Now apart from that, there is no engine kill switch here. Now this starter button that you see here is an integrated starter generator system, and it brings the bike to life with the slightest dab. You just have to kiss the button and the bike comes to life. It's really amazing and very, very silent, one of the best in the segment. The switch gear by itself is beautifully done. The grips are very high quality. You have bar and weights here, and on the left hand side you have this horn, you have these turn indicators, high beam and low beam, and a day flasher. The quality of the levers also is top notch, and everything here is a step up from what you'll get everywhere else in the segment. Also the instrument console, if you have a look here, is inverted LCD colors, and the Bluetooth enabled Smart Connect version of this instrument console will be a fully colored TFT console and will be the best in class for the 125cc segment. It is very, very feature rich, and while on this specific motorcycle you won't get Bluetooth connectivity, a Bluetooth connected version, which is Smart Connect version, will also be introduced, where you'll have navigation, you will have call, accept or reject, and a lot of other features. And we'll give you a detailed demonstration of the Smart Connect version also as it's launched. At the launch time, that feature is not available, but very soon that functionality will be introduced on the instrument console. Now let's have a look at this feature rich instrument console. Now this gives you a tachometer which is redlined at 9000 rpm. You have a speedo, you have a gear indicator which is fantastic, you have a clock, then you have 2 trip meters and a fuel trip meter. Then you also get distance to drive, which is fantastic. You also get average fuel efficiency. It's not going to go anywhere above 40 kilometers per liter on this track because the throttle was pinned all the time. Nobody let the motorcycle rest even for a second. Now apart from that, when the motorcycle is running, you can switch between eco and power modes, and whenever you're changing the modes, you'll have to blip the throttle and bring the throttle to the neutral position for the change to take effect. That's how it works. You have a fuel gauge here, and the odometer is right here. Now apart from all of these things, when you want to reset it, you can press this set button and reset everything, including the trips and the fuel trip. So all of these features are available here, and as I mentioned, and once the Smart Connect feature is added, we are going to give you a detailed demo of that feature as well. Now another interesting feature that you'll see here is this USB charger socket, which is a great inclusion and works really, really well. Everything is very neatly done. It's one of the best sights on the 125cc segment, and there hardly are any other motorcycles which have so many features and are done in such a beautiful manner. The only omission here, I think, is the lack of an engine kill switch. This motorcycle also comes with an engine cut off with the side stand on, so that's another great feature to have. Now you also have this aircraft type fuel filler cap, and it's hinged. It's a 10-liter fuel tank. This is not the biggest of the fuel tanks, but the fuel efficiency on this motorcycle is pretty good, at a stated 67 kmpl of real world fuel efficiency. TVS is claiming a very high number, and if such is the case, even if this motorcycle returns 60 to 65 kmpl, you'll have an operating range of about 600 to 650 kilometers on a full tank, which is not bad at all. The key here is also a wave bite key, which is quite advanced. So that's another great feature to have. And apart from that, if you have a look at the tank itself, it's made of plastic, it's not metal, and you have this central spine which has this texture on it. On the tank's extension you have the TVS Stallion, and you also have the TVS branding right here. Now the logo here is a 3D logo. So the Raider logo is done in a premium fashion,